the shit out of them.
Wow.
They were still alive, so I had to throw some shit at them.
Of course, you have a great energy, man. I love your, we all love your jokes. I mean, it just goes to show, you know, listening to this show and taking it seriously can advance you so much in stand-up comedy.
Slow down your timing, man. Slow down.
He was doing one-liners. Red Band has this thing where he thinks one-liner comedians should talk.
I did butt jokes just for Red Band.
No, you should slow down. Even if you have 1 minute, you can just do half the jokes. You know, just let them.
Yeah, you have the jokes. When you're tap dancing like that, it's a little distracting, but your jokes are really great.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, scrotum.
You got to hit work.
It's Frankenstein. Or zipper nuts.
Everything went really well for you tonight, Zach. Thank you, Robbins. Congratulations. There you go. You know he's going to get shit-faced tonight. Zach Stankto Robbins. He's on Instagram at Stankto Flarusa. This young man just killed it all weekend in Miami, Florida with us. Famous for his roasting abilities and incredibly great joke writing. Here with a brand new minute for you. All the way from Los Angeles, California, it's the great David Lucas, everybody. Here he is.
Yeah. I hate fast food workers, bro. Because when you go to the drive-thru and ask them niggas for extra sauce, they look at you like you just asking for some pussy. Like, I'm not trying to fuck. I just want some extra sauce for my nuggets, bitch. I'm glad it snowed in Austin last week because now girls will finally understand that 4 inches is a lot. Like, how dare you talk about my dick, bitch? Your whole city got shut down for 4.5 inches. I think Australia is the worst country in the world. Everything there is deadly, and they can't even kill themselves like true Americans. Them niggas have no guns. You either gotta get bit by a snake or hang yourself and die in Australia. That shit sucks. Alright.
The great David Lucas is here, everybody.
Yeah.
Unbelievably great jokes, as always.
Thanks, man.
Coming in, flexing your muscle that we all know that you have, hidden underneath all that muscle cover.
Get the fuck out of here.
What have you been hunting? Leftovers? David is wearing hunting gear here, ladies and gentlemen.
You look like a Volkswagen seat cover. Shut your ass up. You gonna get your ass out of here, bro.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, you look like you've been swishing Hennessy in your mouth. Brown teeth bastard.
Oh my god.
No, I'm fucking with you.
You are reaching for new things that don't even
bro.
exist.
God damn, I'm trying to come up with
It's
something.
like making fun of you for being skinny. Look at this hunting gear you have on.
I like it, man.
You know, I'm a country boy, man.
You have an enlarged heart and an enlarged Carhartt as well. When are you ever near the woods to blend in exactly?
All
What are you doing? What exactly is happening here?
I don't know. I must be jet lagged. I don't feel like roasting.
Somebody's tired. We pile on, everybody.
I like the apparel, man. I like the ripped jeans and shit. This nigga look like the Incredible Ham Hog.
If you don't get your strong Dave Chappelle looking at me,
I am Richmond.
I love it.
No joke. Dick that.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. So, David, how was your flight? You had fun in Miami all weekend?
Yeah, my flight was dumb as fuck. There was no direct flight from Miami to Austin, so I had to fly to Minneapolis. And then from Minneapolis to Austin, bro, I was in the air for like 6 hours. It was so stupid.
Must have been tough because there's nothing mini about you.
I ain't gonna tell them niggas what I saw you doing in South Beach.
Oh, yeah? Uh-oh, here we go.
Tell me in my ear.
Tony was roller skating down College Boulevard, butt ass naked.
Yeah, backwards. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me. Very
I
good.
suck right now.
Very good. You know it's going good when you're getting help from Red skating backwards.
My brain is too foggy right now.
I love it. Hell yeah. It's all that fucking barbecue. You come in here, you just up the place.
I had to, bro. I've been missing barbecue when I'm not in Austin, dog. I gotta eat quinoa and shit when I'm in LA.
Jeez, and then you come here and you just roll right into fucking House of Cards. Kevin taking up too much space.
That's a good one. They're not respecting you tonight, bro. That was a good one.
I don't care. The podcast listeners.
Jamar, what
I like your shoes. Yeah, those are some Yeezys. All right, I gotta go take a shit.
Why would they be?
Because they're big.
Jamar, you got on Powerpuff Girls shoes, nigga. Sugar and spice and everything nice. Gay foot ass nigga.
He called me a gay foot ass.
You should have gave them to that gay nigga that said he went to jail. So get your flag twirling ass out there, nigga.
This nigga got the whole Amazon on his shirt.
Hey, boy, you know
Amazon. It's real monkeys and shit on his shirt, nigga.
Hey, don't this nigga Jamar look like he sell incense and body oil, nigga? Get your stupid ass up out of here.
Hey, David lips look like hot links. That's how fat he is.
Hey, boy, if you don't get your film on mouth having ass up out of here, nigga.
If you don't get your black licorice sprayed having ass up on out of here, nigga.
You look like you brush your teeth with a chainsaw, nigga. Get your stupid ass up out of here.
All this nigga features is big.
Yeah. Hey, boy, every time you make an important life decision, you watch Jumanji, monkey face ass nigga.
This nigga look like Bruce.
You think these white people know who this is? Shade tree mechanic looking nigga.
And this nigga David arms is like the Mexican meat on the fucking taco truck.
You look like the nigga that invented fake teeth. Get your stupid ass up out of here.
David looks like the vending machine that keep your chips and your money.
You look like you beat niggas up in a group home for toothpaste.
Battle of the Titans. Gotta love it. Beautiful. Yes.
Hi, nigga.
David Lucas, just goes to show you can summon the roast gods every once in a while. Never once out of the years of working together heard him say I'm not in the mood to roast, but he was not going to let Jamar destroy him on his own show.
No, Tony could, but not Jamar. Fuck that. This ugly ass nigga.
Ugly.
Fuck your six pack, nigga.
Ugly.
You look like diarrhea in the face, nigga.
This nigga got brontosaurus bones.
If you don't get your athlete's foot mouth ass up out of here, what?
Athlete's foot.
Yeah, boy, you look like you get baseball cleat facials, nigga.
Baseball cleat facials. I'll take it. You ain't pretty yourself, nigga, on your birth certificate. He ain't got a signature. It's just 2 monkey feet on the fucking birth certificate, nigga.
I love these monkey references because I never get to say that.
No, you don't.
Hey, Jamar, you so black and ugly, your birth certificate say nigga.
You gonna make these white people laugh with that, nigga?
Hey, don't Jamar look like a good ass field, nigga? You look like you was in charge of putting horseshoes on horses, nigga. I fucked that up.
Shut up so I pick all the cotton in this big ass motherfucking field right here.
I love it. Thank you so much. David Lucas is here all week. David. You doing any shows here this week? You want to plug?
Yeah. I'm at the Vulcan tomorrow. I'm at somewhere else.
Vulcan Wednesday
And Jamar's show.
There you go. You guys have
Sunday
shows.
at the Vulcan and next Wednesday. Next on the 11th.
Okay, there you go. There it is, everybody. David Lucas, everybody. Shows all week for you here. Wine Shank, Jamar, David Lucas, everybody's in town. It's comedy Christmas time here in Austin, Texas. Hey, how about a hand for Zach Bogus? He's here, keeping everything clean, switching out one mic for a new sanitary mic.
Dude, my favorite part was when Jamar said that his shirt was the whole jungle.
All right. Hold another name out. Make some noise for Zachary Gonzalez. Zachary Gonzalez next on Kill Tony. How about a hand for the band, everybody? Come on, we're having fun here. It's a Monday night. We famously have more fun on Monday nights than anyone else. One more time for Zachary.
myself a part-time queer because I like my pussy with a side of cock. I get kind of tired of here because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I had a whole thing wrote and it's all gone already. Full time is too much pressure because guys are fucking gross. Okay, we smell like shit. We put our dicks where it don't belong. We, you got to worry about catching things. Like crabs and AIDS and feelings. And yeah, so I met this guy on Tinder, and he had a fucked up looking dick, man. Because normally you get the little good looking bend up, right? No, that's not what happened. He had two PVC pipes, one sticking straight out and the other completely cocked to the left. When he pulled his cock out of my mouth, he hooked me like a fucking trout. And yeah, it was not good. Yeah, and there it is. Cut it off. Fuck me.
There you go. We're not
Oh,
cutting it
you're
off. That's
fucking
a
ugly
minute.
right now.
Zachary Gonzalez,
Thank you,
everybody.
you're fucking ugly
Welcome
right
to
now.
the show, Zachary.
Oh,
Well, I am surprised to find out that you are a bisexual man because I thought you were a straight lesbian.
oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Welcome to the show. I
There
always
he is.
wondered what Danny DeVito and
Any
Rhea Perlman's
fortune?
kids look like.
No, I'm
Good
leaving
to
it.
find
I
some
love Danny
kinks.
DeVito.
It takes like
On the other
24 to
end of
48
that.
hours. I know the lady who's in charge of it.
I love
She
it. Welcome to the
sucks.
show. Here he is, Sideshow Blob,
He
everybody.
sucks.
She sucks. She's from.
Zachary, how long
Her
you been
name is
It's my first time on stage.
something
Wow,
like.
first time ever, everybody. Look at that.
Oh fuck! I forget what her name
Come
is.
here, pop their
Just for a
fucking
moment, I'll tell
cherries,
you.
just like that. How old are you, Zach?
22.
You like my
22.
new
Adorable.
background
That's
or
how old I
no?
was when I started.
Just for a moment.
Oh, that's
14
so
years
inspiring.
from now.
Her
you
name
think
is
I'm gonna
Zudi
stop you on Rising
Fruity.
Comedians?
Yeah, dude, your background
That
dollar.
makes me want to
Just
kill
one moment. I
myself.
gotta adjust the device.
Why does that make you want to kill yourself? Of all the things
It's
to
kind of an
kill
everyday
yourself
thing.
for, why would that make you want to
It's
kill
kind of an
yourself?
everyday thing.
Okay, alright.
Crystals. What kind of it? I know you
Oh,
know
this is
exactly what kind of
this
crystals.
these are good luck charms. So listen, I got it from somebody.
You got a lot of flair.
Yeah, man, a little bit.
Taking it in.
You look like Rachel Dolezal a little bit.
Face the audience more. Square up to the crowd so that they can see
No,
exactly.
when I look at this audience, it just should have.
What, are you going to finish that thought? Do you realize you're talking into a microphone right now?
Not really. No.
No, I know. Maybe you should add something before you start talking. It would be really good. That's some great advice I could give somebody who on their first time on stage.
Hey, did a dude really fish hook you with his dick?
No, but he did have a pretty bent dick, and it was kind of like at a 45-degree angle, not like a full 180. So like,
Did you have a protractor?
just kind of assuming, estimating.
Yeah, boy. Y'all niggas wildin' out here.
All right, Zach, what do you do for work?
I am a barber student. I'm about to have my license, fourth generation.
Wow, we
Okay,
were
so
just
here we
talking
are.
about
This
that.
is it. How long have you been studenting in the study of barber?
For my entire life. My grandpa was a consul.
Okay, you want to explain that a little bit more?
Well, he started the business, and my mom is a cosmetologist, and my grandfather's a barber. My great grandfather's a barber. All my cousins.
Whoa. Did they do that to your hair?
No, this is all me, man.
Okay.
That's why it's all fucked up.
Yeah.
You look like young Rock.
Yeah, you look like Weird Al that full of hair.
I love Weird Al though. He's a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
I fucking love
How
him.
long does it take you to get a license for, like, say, doing hair?
So it used to be 1,500 hours. It's down to 1,000 hours. So I did like 750.
Jesus fucking Christ. 1,000 hours?
Yeah.
You can get a pilot's license in
There
less
you
than
go, Tony. I'm telling you, man.
Make excuses.
I
Make
did.
excuses.
I did 750 hours when I was 19, and then I just kind of dropped out because I was tired of all the bullshit. And I went and traveled for about a year. It was pretty good.
Okay. All right, Zachary.
As far as stand-up goes, in 5 years, where do you see yourself?
Under a bridge,
For real?
and under some cardboard, probably.
Still writing jokes though?
Suicide jokes really don't work for you because they seem so believable.
It's like cardboard, Two homeless people living in a.
You don't even have a neck. How you gonna hang yourself?
No neck.
Be more realistic, man.
So, how close are you to barberdom?
Fuck,
Oh,
man.
hard talk.
You make me nervous.
It's okay. Stick with me over here. How much longer do you have until you're officially a barber?
I just have my last test, practical exam, and I'm pretty much just gonna wing it just like everything in my life.
Okay. What do you have to do for the practical exam?
I've got to stand in front of three people, much just do a couple of a manicure. I do a full cut. I do a facial, not that kind of facial.
Ooh.
And
Can't wait.
yeah.
All right, Zachary Gonzalez. What do you like to do for fun? What are 22-year-olds in Austin doing for fun nowadays?
Pretty much what all 22-year-olds have been doing forever, which is drinking, fucking, and
You fuck?
Oh yeah.
Wow. Who do you?
I look like I don't fuck, but I fuck.
Who do you fuck?
My mom.
Yikes. So we know those two guys will laugh at anything, wherever that came from.
Wherever those guys are.
I appreciate whoever that was.
What's your
Thank
mom?
you. You make me feel
What's
good.
your mom say about your dick? Like, what's she say about it?
Oh god,
She
you know
fuck
I
with
mostly
you?
said that because she's not gonna watch this. You know, because what I'm
Zachary,
doing right
stop
now.
answering that question.
What do you mean?
So,
I'm watching.
who exactly, in real life, without trying to make a joke, who exactly, like the last time you had sex, what was that?
Last time I had sex was this really clingy chick up in Gatesville, Texas, and I got really frustrated because she kept trying to pull my dick the wrong way. Like with clingy girls, I've realized that when they pull on a dick, it's like pulling a carrot out of the ground. And I'm
Wait.
like,
What kind of girl? What kind of girl do you
the
know?
clingy chick.
Clingy chick.
Yeah.
How do you pull a dick the wrong way?
No, seriously. So like, you know, you just manhandle that shit. You do this kind of shit. It doesn't fucking work. It looks like you're trying to make a harvest out of carrots. You know, you're trying to pull that shit out of the ground, and it doesn't work. I can't tell. You know, I don't fucking dig it. I don't know.
Are you saying that you're really bad at describing what's going on here? You're saying that, wait, what?
It's really fucking nervous. I don't know.
It's okay, just relax. Breathe a little bit. Breathe in through your nose. Stop trying to be funny. It's not going to work. Just relax. If you listen to me, it's all going to be okay. First of all, rule number one, stop trying to be funny.
Okay.
It's not going to work.
Hey, how do you feel about Tiger Woods getting in that accident?
Great question. Great question for him right now, Jamar. I can't get him to answer simple questions about Zachary Gonzalez, but I'm sure his take, after I literally told him not to try to be funny on the Tiger Woods thing, is going to be great.
Yeah, how you feel about that?
Yeah, just tell us your genuine answer. And if you can make your answer as long as possible, we'd all appreciate it.
I didn't know it happened until right now.
There you go. Perfect. I would expect nothing.
Do you have weird areolas?
Yeah, actually.
Really? Would you be willing? How many of you want Zach to flash you right now, huh? This good-looking couple here is not clapping their hands.
All right, quick question. Am I going to get sued for this?
No, put the mic in the mic stand and reap the benefits of audience approval.
Everybody can know. I've actually lost.
Oh, you're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin it by talking.
Yeah.
We just want to see your tits, bro. Whoa.
That was weird. Hey, wait. I didn't see him. Let me see. Let me see this shit. Let me see them bum ass titties, man.
His nipples camouflage in with his actual chest. It's all camouflage. It's like a David Lucas hoodie or something like that. There you go.
What was that thing going down the middle though? Like he had like a wire on. Oh, that was
Oh yeah. He has a tiny little dream catcher over his mouth. All right, there goes Zachary Gonzalez, everybody.
Hi, man.
Zachary Gonzalez.
Keep doing comedy, boy.
22 and angry already. He's an angry young man.
Just found out about Tiger Woods.
There you go.
That's weird. Very unfortunate.
There he goes. One more time for Zachary. He's like if Andre wasn't a giant. He's like Andre the regular sized boy. Mike Dragon is next. Here comes Mike. A steady pace coming from the back of the room. Man, I can't wait until everybody gets vaccines and we don't have to wait 35 seconds for comedians to make it to the stage. That's going to be pretty exciting. How many of you already had the vaccine by round of applause? Yikes. How many of you already have the coronavirus? All right, hell yeah. Everybody. I love it. Here he is, everybody. Mike Dragon.
Keystone Ice on purpose. If you've never drank Keystone Ice before, it's the kind of beer that the slogan might as well be Keystone Ice, the headache that's working. Do what you gotta do. So last week I got someone yelled at me like, "You look like a serial killer." I have no idea why. None of my victims have ever escaped. Maybe I should embrace it. That's it.
Okie dokie. When you hear that throat clear, you know that's the end of Mike Dragon's set. Welcome, Mike. How are you?
Super nervous but good.
I love it. What are you so nervous about?
I don't know, man. I just have like really high anxiety, and this is I don't know something everyone hikes up in the area, and I did not expect to get involved.
How long you been doing stand-up for?
Off and on about 4 years.
Off and on about 4 years. Hell yeah, you were busy. You were part of the Trump administration.
Absolutely. Yeah. Have to go to all those rallies, man.
Hell yeah. What do you do for work?
I work at a credit union. Super interesting.
Oh, okay. So you're like a bank teller.
Yeah, exactly. A bank teller.
Okay, awesome. And 4 years off and on. Why is it off and on?
Okay, so I'm from the Cleveland area. That's where I did most of the stuff out.
Indeed, we know Ashtabula well. I'm from Youngstown.
I actually just learned that recently.
Very good.
Yeah, that's awesome. But so basically, I just got burnt out. I did a lot of stuff. We did like a suicide awareness show with a business associate of mine that ended up stealing $1,500 of mine in my car. Who's actually lives
Wait. He stole $1,500 out of your car?
Sorry, 1,500 of my dollars that I gave to him because I'm a smart man. And he took my car.
How did he take your car?
Well, you sell someone a car, and they promise to give you money, and they give you some money.
Wait, you signed over without even getting the money?
No. He gave me the cash, and then I gave him the fucking slip or whatever, but I never switched it over to him, and he ended up like crashing it. It was a
Wow, you must be a shitty bank teller.
I am
Looking at the deals that you make in your own life, it's incredible. Let somebody just put in their withdrawal slip. They don't even have an account. Here you go. Take the money. Thanks for coming.
So when you was walking Lady Gaga dogs, and then that nigga shot you,
There you go.
and then he shot you.
Oh,
Fuck, dude, I'm
that's
from
not
the
allowed.
hood. You can't be doing that. From Compton, man. You chill. Yeah. So, yeah, man. How you feel about that, man? What kind of dog? Yeah, what kind of dog was that? You was on the floor crying like a bitch. I saw the video.
I honestly don't know
Right.
anything about
Shamar, let me help you out for a second.
Thank
When
you,
you
Tony.
when you ask people that aren't master improvisers made up questions like that, they will never know what to do. 100% of the time, it will never go good. I've seen it on this show before. We're at almost 500 episodes.
Fine. You look like Pete Holmes. You look like Pete Holmes.
He does. And very few comedians have Philip Seymour Hoffman energy, but he pulled it off well. Tell us more about you. What do you do for fun? You seem like the kind of guy that has some wacky hobbies. Am I right?
There he is.
super wacky. Yeah, actually,
Doug, your background's tight as fuck.
Thank you, bro. I love you, man.
Are you beating off to me?
Oh
I
my
know. I know, dog. I'm just making a joke.
What did you say, man?
Dog, I know. I'm just
What
making a
is
joke.
so funny?
Dog, I'm just making a joke. Relax.
Dude, I can't believe there's another guy doing it at the same time.
Very, very funny.
What did you say?
I said I can't finish if someone else is going at the same time as me. I'm joking.
What? You're like the fourth person that said that to me today. I literally got banned because somebody said that I was beating off to me and shit like that.
It might just be the camera angle. I mean, it's just the camera angle, and they'll not believe you because there's too many other people who were doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And my camera's ass. You can't even
Bad
see
apple
anything.
spoiling the bushel for you.
That's true. I haven't been I think I've been banned for just about everything but that, and so I can tell you that there's no way to prove something that you didn't do, basically, aside from have your whole life on camera. But I mean, if anything, you asked in your appeal for evidence, and if they can't provide it, then hopefully they let you back in.
Oh, bro, I literally bought these mics for that server, bro. I'm always in here and I'm always in silent, man.
Well, you should know that sometimes, I mean, like you gotta understand that the moderators in there are like 19-year-old people, 22-year-old people. They're not very old. They don't have much experience. They haven't even been on the internet that long. I mean, they've been on the internet less than 10 years or so. When there are people with 30 years of internet experience out there, and who have experience with accidental, I shouldn't even say accidental, but like you were just taking your shirt off. That's not a big deal.
I was putting it on, yeah.
Or putting a shirt on. Yeah, so if anything, hopefully they took a screenshot and you'll be able to defend whatever accusations they have. But if not, then it's a 6-month ban, they say. And
Yeah, I can wait 6 months.
they're fucking,
I
they're,
just want to be unbanned eventually.
well, you'll be unbanned after 6 months. But they're strict. And here's the thing, I was live in that stream 24/7 for like 6 months, no problem. And then somebody said that I was a bot, even though I was trying to prove that I wasn't. And they said I didn't take accountability for being a bot. And I said, how do you want me to take accountability if I'm not a bot? And they're like, there's nothing I can. Like, I talked to this moderator every single day for like 2 weeks, and she's like, there's nothing I can do about it. I'm like, okay, well, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do.
In chill bar or chill zone?
Oh, I got banned from both of them. Chill Bar didn't even let me fucking in. They just saw my profile and they're like, yeah, we're not letting you in. And they banned me. And I didn't think that was right. I was like, I'll change whatever you want me to change. But they refused. And then Chill Zone, I was in there for 6 months and then eventually they said I was a bot. Even though I'm on camera all the time.
Sucks, man.
Yeah, it does suck.
Well, that's what sucks. And
So
at
you
least you get
always
a
get
shitload of money with
discriminated
GameStop, huh?
against.
100% for many different reasons. I just do my best to have thick skin and let the hate flow off of me like water off a duck's back. Did you see the podcast I was on?
Yeah. Yeah, I watched it.
What'd you
It's
think?
good.
Good, thank you. Um, yeah, it's just one of those things that if you can't convince somebody of something, you just got to do you.
I watched the podcast again, man. Go to sleep.
There you go, man. That sounds good. I'd appreciate it.
Night later.
Sounds good, man. All right, Pimp. Well, here's Kill Tony. Hopefully, put a smile on your face.
Let's see what's
Really?
going
How
on.
much money did you make? Tell us the
Thank
truth.
you.
All right, I'll be straight with you, and this is probably gonna fuck me. So I put $7,500 in, and I left with $106,000 out.
Yeah,
Nice.
dude.
Hustling.
Damn, that's great. So no diamond hands on you. You have paper hands, they say.
Yes, I do, but paper hands make fucking money, so fuck the diamond hands.
Hey, look at that. That's fucking white people talk right there. I love it. So you made a bunch of money with that. How about
Yeah.
for fun? What do you do when you want to get loose? When you've had a stressful week at the credit union and you just want to fucking let it rip? What does a guy like Mike Dragon do? Mike Dragon.
Cry. No. Virtual reality. Fuck around with it.
Whoa, look
That's
at
what's up,
that.
man.
Look at
What you be
that.
doing in the virtual
Hell
world?
yeah. What do you do? VR chat? Are we done with VR chat?
I do a little bit of VR chat. I just got the Quest 2,
Okay.
but yeah. VR porn's the best. If no one's ever tried it and you don't have a girlfriend, highly
Horrible.
recommend.
For
Yeah, I
real?
think you get a double thumbs up for VR porn.
VR porn.
So what do? You put on a helmet
good YouTube, but no, you can install it, or load on from your computer, or whatever. But no, it's from a good view of like the dude sitting down with his dick out or whatever. So the girl like rubs her titties.
So if you look straight down, there's some other dude's dick there.
Other dude.
Whoa! Is that exciting for you to see like a giant erect
Of
penis
course,
down there?
medium. So it's.
By the way, if you're a comedy fan, you could fuck big dick and GR doing that
No,
exact.
for real?
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Wow. Look at that. Look at that.
You guys don't know who Kate Quigley is. It's a perfect white girl. Anyway, back to you.
Welcome, welcome. How are you? What's good?
All right.
Doing well.
Hey,
I'm
it's
trying
a.
to get my buddy to come in here too.
Hey, did you see I sent you that podcast
Oh, cool. Thank you. Sorry. Wait. Antones. I played there, or I went to a guitar camp there.
in Austin?
Yeah.
No shit. Yeah, that's where they're doing Kill Tony.
Yeah.
Well, at least they used to.
Yeah. So like at the end of it, we played on that stage right there.
No shit. What are the odds of that?
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's really funny.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, H2, you were one of the first.
So I'm trying to.
You were one of the first people to whom I sent this podcast, and I said to you,
What's that?
um,
Oh,
and
that you were filming when I left the last time.
exactly. And then I took your advice.
Yeah.
I went into the fish tank, like where there were actual people in there, and talked to them. And I get a lot of hate, but after a little while, they were nice to me.
Oh yeah, dude. Those people are fucking. Those people are like the most miserable ever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one of those
Yeah.
things.
So misery spreads misery. Love spreads love.
One hundred,
Intelligence spreads intelligence.
100% H2, 100%. But yeah,
Yeah. So. Oh yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, yeah. So I did that podcast right after talking with you, and it went well. It was like an hour long. We talk about a lot about alien um, disclosure.
I'm not really. I don't really like. Just to be blunt, I don't really like. I didn't even notice it. I've been too busy to see what about aliens, but I don't really like to talk about aliens too much right now. I will once I feel like. But I have a question for you. So I remember you saying about this. You're into making this robot stuff.
Yeah.
I remember you talking about the Chuck E. Cheese thing and all this.
What's Chuck E. Cheese?
You're into robotics, wasn't that you?
Oh yeah, that's different though. Not like not Chuck E. Cheese. No, I'm into programming robots on computers.
Oh hell yeah. But yeah.
I didn't
Oh, so
talk
you're not
about.
into the mechanical parts
No, I
and
didn't talk
stuff.
about that. No, that
Well,
must have
that's cool.
that must have been
So,
somebody else.
I'm really into this stuff too. Then actually,
Okay, well here
but probably
I'll, I'll,
I'm not.
I'll,
I've been working with AI a lot, and I've been doing. I mean, I guess I'm not very good at the programming part, but I have a lot of fucking. I have like a whole. I don't think I got into this before, but I have like a whole, very sensible and carefully put together plan to um, shift society,
okay.
and it's starting with some software stuff. Let me send you something.
Okay, send it to the account that you always send it to. If you want to see how my robots work,
Okay.
just for a moment.
Yeah, if you feel like sharing it.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm creating like, I'm talking with you, but this robot is creating a um, Twitch account and
Oh my gosh. Wait, so what's it running off of? How's it work?
a program called Macro Recorder.
Oh yeah.
So what it's doing, it's put in
Oh,
a
I see.
username, a
That's
password.
really cool.
It's putting in the
And
email.
is there auto hotkey? I've heard of auto hotkey, but I haven't used it before. I
Yeah,
use it to backwards
I
and
used that a long
backup
time
stuff.
ago. Um,
What's that?
I used that a long time ago.
So this is better.
Yeah, definitely. And then what this is doing is gonna get the OTP, the one-time password, to verify the account. So
Uh-huh.
it's all timed, but basically
That's so interesting.
the 6 digits are right there, and I gotta just give it enough time to like
Oh wow,
it.
you can use a temp email for this?
Oh yeah, that's all I do.
Wow. Normally with certain things they like don't let me have an email or when they make you get a phone number or something.
Well, that's the If you want a verified account, you can do that, but I don't. I don't. I just verify them by email, not by phone, and then that allows me to spam people. It also allows me to create clips on their channel, and
Wait, so that's how you spam?
yeah, I'm the. So what it's gonna do? It's gonna click the 6-digit code right now, and it will
Do you know Python?
some.
You said some.
Yeah, some.
I'm trying to
So
think of simple thing on
here,
Python
here.
that I think will be the first step to really like
Do you see all this
making some
spam
good
right here? Do you see all this
What's
spam?
that?
Do you see all this spam?
Uh huh.
That's all my text, and it's basically saying,
Oh.
"Please join Rabbi Rothschild's World Peace Discord server, discord.me/rabbi." Just one moment. What it does, this one's already working. It's already created an account. So what it does, well, just one moment. You'll see what it looks like to create the. So it's going to put in the 6-digit code here, and once it does that, then the account will be created. So while that one's doing that, over here, what it does is it goes down the front page of Twitch, and anyone who's speaking English, basically, it will go to their account. It will follow them, which sometimes puts a pop up on their screen. It will.
So you're like bot. So it's like botting a little bit.
Oh, it's 100% bonding. Yeah,
Um, I have a friend that has like a. I think it was like something like 10,000 bots.
that's a lot of bots. They're all
He does
working at
some
once.
nice. He does some more nefarious stuff with it, and I'm trying to lead him in the right direction. But maybe I shouldn't have said that on stream.
Oh, shit happens. Uh, so what it will do?
But yeah, I'm making sure he's doing things that are good.
Yeah, absolutely. You're trying
Trying
to
to help him.
be a positive influence to them.
He's not shit. These guys are kids.
So what
Like
it's
so, you see that online sometimes. You'll see like the fucking the kids that get busted will be like fucking 13 years old and shit.
what do
These
they get
little kids that
busted
started
doing?
scripting and what's that?
What do they get busted doing?
Oh, you didn't get busted. I'm saying like these kids that do like cyber crime stuff.
So what this is
Like
doing
they
is
just
it's gonna post, it's gonna spam this guy right here. So you'll see it says, follow me, most streamed person in Earth's history, 10 plus YouTube streams, and then it says my Instagram at Rabbi Rothschild, my TikTok, my Discord, and then it talks about world peace, anti gravity, alien disclosure, mind uploading, and then he banned me, which is good. And then it'll just go to the next person, and it does that like 50 times, and then it creates a new account, and it's just a constant loop. And I have not one, I have two, three different accounts doing it. So it's pretty powerful, and it gets random ass people in here. A lot of people who I've made some really good friends just from my bots because they're like, we see you every single day. What is this? And they come in here, and then I get to tell them about world peace and all that other stuff. And they're like, oh, so you're not a bad person at all. And it's like, no, I just literally have dedicated myself to promotion. And one of the ways that I can do it is through the botting of these different platforms. And they're like, oh, all right. And then they become permanent members in here.
yeah.
So I think,
So how many are you reaching a lot of people like or like I mean I guess that doesn't really
no, it
I want
does
to know
matter.
how we I don't
It does
usually
matter.
I quickly find ways that I would work really well together with somebody
Sure.
and I feel that with you and I think if I was able to fully maybe it would be good for like a podcast setting for me to really present what it is that my plans are and you know it's bipolar. I is I'm always scared I'm coming off too like cocky or something. But I'm just gonna throw all that fear aside and just really explain things as clearly as I can,
Please
as
do.
fearless, as shamelessly as I can. So I believe through my own, through like, I wasn't really religious. I'm very scientific with things. I figured out how to be led, purely led, just led by the Spirit. How to know if you're led by the Spirit or not, and it's very, very simple. And it's led. It was a kind of a joke for me at first. Oh, you're gonna do this? Is this something that
What up, G-Man? How you living, pimp?
maybe I should?
What's
Maybe
up, brother man?
Just living the dream. Every day's a holiday, every meal's a feast. What's good in your neck of the woods, my pimp?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're just chilling.
Talk to them. Stick around.
Excellent. We're just chilling. We're watching some Kill Tony, just having discussions. Got my man H2 in here. H2, this is G-Man. G-Man
I'm
H2.
working on it.
Hi, G man. I like your name.
Hey? Let me see, have I seen you before?
No, it says invite me to my. You said it says
Where
invite me
ran
to your
before?
server.
Okay, I may have come across it.
I'll invite you to my server.
I can see what servers people are in, I'm
There
in
you
a
go.
lot of places. We're in the big ones
That's
together.
my server. That one's filled with like programmer people, and there's even somebody who works at what I think is the leading technology of the world, like a photonic quantum computing
Damn.
company. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh yeah.
Some of the people are like one of
I've
the
seen mutual servers. Did
what
you
kind of
put
stuff are you into,
mutual
G
on?
man?
Okay. Huh?
What kind of stuff are you into?
I'm fucking mostly on. Uh, I don't know. Just came here to
Wholesome shit.
smoke some weed with you guys real quick.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm not even like sure.
Yeah,
Just
it
kind of
seems like
living
that's a
day to
common
day.
thing. There's not a lot of hope in the world without from the people that aren't crazy. There's not a lot of hope.
Yeah.
I'm crazy and I don't have the most hope, but crazy in a good way.
Yeah. It's a bit of a strong word for that, but I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying yeah. I mean, crazy. Okay, I meant crazy in the sense that like most people would, like the general normies would say. Of course,
Right.
there's no one who was doing something innovative was seen as anything other than mad.
Definitely. Like,
Man, I need to clean my fucking room once you don't.
one is quite full.
Um, but I also
Came here for a good long time.
yeah. So a lot of things are gonna get started, but I'm kind of.
So what platform are you gonna do your podcast?
I was thinking about doing them on all of them, like, and maybe talking to you about how,
Yeah,
because you
that's the
said you
best
know
way
a
to
lot
do
of
it.
them,
Yeah, so
and
I have a
I
podcast.
was trying to do a therapy thing. I was trying to like provide therapy to some of these people that are in these bigger ones, and this was it was a little frustrating. I might do some content. I was just streaming on Kick and trying to get clips for TikTok because some of the knowledge that I come to repeating, um, like when I'm meeting different people, I think they will just blow up on TikTok really very quickly because I think there's some of the more valuable information um, in the world,
Sure.
and I don't think I know. It's like if I can just explain just this one part and see the beauty and the simplicity of like if you're free from attachment, that's attachment to your image, that's attachment to your things. If you and if you're free from just attachment, free attachment from your loved one or whatever. If you're in that place as well as free from anger, free from fear, and you are doing something in service to humans without the thought of or consideration of personal gain, then you're led by the Spirit. And I believe that the key to the most important thing for humans to have is self love. And to get this self love, it's service to others. I mean, of course, there's people that are just that I don't know. Maybe they take drugs or other things to be in like a happy place. But I think a lot of society has been incredibly fucking like what do you call it? Just heartbroken and fucking miserable. I think like uh, and they don't have any hope. And I'm very, very excited to present the things that I have as solutions to so many problems. It's actually fucking crazy. Like I mean, crazy. As you said, crazy is a strong word, but like, what I have come, what I fell upon is way it seems so much bigger than me. Like it's not. It feels weird saying like this is something I came up with, but it's true that there's been a lot of things that like sacrifices I've made, or like not making a lot of money because I went around and learned a lot of different shit. So I have that, but at the same time, there's synchronicities of the universe that just feel like they just came, fell down on my head, and I'm just a vessel of them, and it's not actually something that I should take ownership of or be like big headed about, like, or even have my name on. It feels like, um, you know, I think this organization that I've started, I feel very sure is certain to be one of the biggest or the largest in the world, and I want to remain poor. Like I keep finding things that are exactly what was written in the Bible, even though I've never read the Bible. That are well, people tell me this. They're like, I tell them what I believe in doing, and they're like, hey, that's what the Bible says, or like that was written in this religion. I believe all religions that have came before that have had a varying degree of truth, or or maybe they're all written. Like maybe that's probably more like I don't know, but I don't think it's as useful to think about. What I think is useful to think about is what is the best part of each of these religions, and how have they been shown to benefit humans, and how have they been shown to cause some issues, and just and something that I believe really, really strongly in is some of these ancient practices, such as Vipassana meditation and Ashtanga yoga. Those two things combined with teaching people like using psychedelic therapy, um, using and teaching a sensible drug use, and giving people ways to use illegal drugs where they can, but still be held accountable in a way like if you were like, hey, I like to take fucking speed every now and then or whatever, like, and you could set an amount that you think is healthy for you to, and you have a nurse that just like because you tell them like no matter how spun out I get on the shit, like I'm not going over this point, and they hold you to it, and you know what I'm saying, like, and instead of just letting people out of jail, getting them addicted to Suboxone and methadone, um, well, this is what they do in the jailhouse. They get them all addicted on Suboxone and methadone. Their teeth are rotting out. They barely feed them. They're starving them, and then they send them out with nothing, expecting them to fucking like get a job, find a job, first find a way home, walk somewhere, fucking like I just went through that, and it was the most beautiful thing because I mean I had more help, and I didn't go like I didn't really um I had more help than a lot of these people had, and but it was still very much on my own, very much like just being left in there, whatever, for 14 days. Anyways, it was divine for me to go in there because it is finally time for us to be able to utilize psychedelics for treating humans. Robert Kennedy Jr. being in charge of human health. All these people are talking all these or all these like elected things. You were watching all that stuff.
Yeah, I saw you were showing it yesterday too.
I was what?
You were watching. I was watching on your stream yesterday in Fish Tank. The idea of that Project
Oh, what
Stargate.
was the project? What?
It was the AI
Oh shit!
project.
Oh, I didn't know you were in there.
Yeah, I was watching it on your
Yeah.
stream.
Oh, cool, cool. Yeah, that shit. So here's wait, am I? Oh, you're always streaming, so this stuff's in your. I can't say this because I don't. I feel certain someone already has this idea, but I don't know. This is crazy. But I was something. It's a theory about that's lined up with something that I think. Anyways, I want to get. I want to be like the fucking right, the secret weapon to Elon Musk and Trump and whatever this whole fucking thing is.
Okay.
Because they're sensible people. I don't know. Sorry, I'm just yapping. I feel like
What do
this
you guys
might be
think about that
unhinged.
whole thing?
What's that?
I think it was just his whole fucking salute thing. I don't think
I
it
have
was
no
real,
idea what I think of it.
obviously.
I pulled up the video, but I didn't actually end up watching it. I
What Elon's fucking thing?
If I didn't have faith in winning over Elon, then I would not have a lot of hope for this world. But I mean, of course, I think
I
it's going
think
to take a
he
long
was
time.
cool before he started getting into politics.
Dude, look at this random space.
He was cool making cars and rockets and flamethrowers. You don't need to get into it. It's pretty all of Trump's like top people are like top fucking trillionaires like that. Elon, Bezos, fucking I didn't follow anything much, but always try to keep that open mind and always try to stay on the fence. I have no fucking. Well, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time.
Well, I mean, the car. I hadn't really thought about. I had been designing the kind of ways that we might accelerate the process, but I hadn't exactly had really thought much about the idea of living forever. But after talking to Rabbi the other day, I really am kind of. It's shifted my perspective.
Good.
Or it's shifted me like actually thinking about it and considering it.
Good.
You know, and yeah, well, it's. I mean, I was gonna be building the shit anyways and doing the shit anyways. Hey, what up, buddy? That's funny. How you doing? I'll turn my camera on in a second.
One trick shot with you guys.
What's up, buddy? How's everyone?
What up, Frosty?
Count. Drugs. If you count them as such. Weed. If you count that as such. Because nowadays it's fucking. You damn near up to cigarettes and alcohol. Here we go.
Alcohol being
You're a good guy. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Watch what my man G-Man can do.
Wait.
Watch what my man G-Man can do.
Oh my god, I gotta take it. May I take a screenshot of you to show to my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check this out. Check this out. Watch him take this hit.
Whoa, you're a badass. Holy shit. Wait, I don't know how to. Oh my god, dude, you're a badass. Holy shit. Oh my god, he's gonna love that. Dude, you're sick with it. Holy hell. Yeah, I got you.
He takes upside down bong hits.
Do you do this every time?
Every time I've seen him do it.
Dude. I'm gonna be lazy and do it with my inversion table. Whoa, you're sick. Holy shit. Dude, you'd be real good at Ashtanga. I mean, good at yoga is kind of a funny thing to say, but
That was amazing, G-Man. That was amazing, G-Man.
what'd you say?
Energetics, I guess.
I couldn't hear you very well.
I've never done anything. Yoga, gymnastics, any any sports, anything. No, I just done like his indoor thing, I guess.
That was amazing.
Oh, look at this
He's so
motherfucker.
fucking strong.
What? When I used to climb all those trees. Like I used to climb when I was a kid.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what a crazy ass. Look at this fucking scary motherfucker, bro. Look at this thing right here. Look at this guy, bro. Hell no.
What guy?
This is some type of like wasp.
Oh, holy shit.
It's called like like itch Newman or something. Oh man, he's got like some gnarly like fucking. He won't like focus on it, but he's got like some. He's trying to sting me.
Yes, he is.
Throw him out the window. That'd be good for like pest control.
Yeah, how'd you catch it? With tweezers.
We just had a lamp. I just moved really slowly with the tweezers. I was like, no, no, no. I've seen those guys a couple of times. They're like Ich Newman? Ich Newman? I don't know how to say it right. It's like ICH like Newman. Some type of like parasitic wasp. I was like, what the fuck? It like for oak trees. It, like burrows into fucking or lays its eggs in the trees, and the tree like will swell up like a big old knot or something like that, and use it as its nest or some shit. I'm like, what? We got fucking parasite wasps out here impregnating trees. I'm like, that's what. YouTube calls. Use the fucking buttons behind these fucking lights. I don't fucking know.
I was using my one blade recently, Rabbi, and it makes like a buzzing sound. And this giant wasp about the size of that came inside my bathroom window. And then it left. I think it was searching for other wasps. But that that caving sound really attracts them because they think it's another insect. Holy fuck, that is gigantic.
Maybe
That
it's like
thing stings you.
he's not
Yeah.
it's something like some thing, dude. It definitely like
Get it.
he's got like a crazy jaw.
Get it. Get it.
Yeah, he'll get this guy too.
Get it. Get your tweezers. Get that thing.
Fish too much. Hold on. One was positioned. Way down. And also on the camera movie. With newer TVs that just one button can navigate everything. Hold it to select.
We get like pest control, like community level pest control here, I guess. Because
Yeah. We're just on channel up and down buttons. So he's fuck.
so Rabbi, sometimes I get like a wasp or something coming to like the grills on my window, and they come for the rust. Because I make special rust in my house. It's like holy rust. It's like I don't know, maybe it's special rust, some sort of precious rust that develops on the grills of my window.
Interesting.
And yeah, they come for that, and then they take it to their whatever uh, wasp nest or whatever they have. You know, it's a type of rust that develops in churches, and it's sort of like it's just like normal rust, except it has a little it's more it conducts heat more, it conducts cold more, something like that. It's almost like holy rust.
G-Man, you are so talented.
There we go. What do you think? I know.
G-Man, you are so talented, my friend.
It's 59, mate. Probably 8:39 over here. Gentlemen, PM. What do you guys are talented?
Yeah, I got to see what my buddy thinks on here.
Until next time, brother.
G-Man, thank you so much. G-Man's the man. There he is.
Just trying to get my buddy to join.
Excellent. We'd love to speak with him.
He's cool. He's a super fucking geek with software stuff.
Excellent.
He's like one of the brightest ones I've met with it.
Is he the one who works for the quantum computing company?
No, that guy might be the bright. I don't know. Dude, I noticed so many like absolutely brilliant. Actually, there might be one person I know that's better. There's one that I know that's made better software, but he just knows so much about so many different pieces of software and how they work together. And I've never really seen him create, except his AI thing, his AI one. But, yeah. Are you interested in? Do you make any AI tools?
I don't necessarily make AI tools, but I use AI every day.
Um, what do you use?
Usually ChatGPT, but I also use Google Gemini. Claude is interesting to me.
Yeah. Are you
Copilot.
interested? Wait, do you have a GPU? You don't necessarily need one for what I wanted to show you. Oh, I just realized I'm far away from the mic.
You're good.
Um, if you're interested in seeing some stuff, I could show you what I found is my favorite.
Show me whatever you'd like to show me, big dog.
Okay, so this is called Anything LLM. And so I can. Oh wait, so just a minute ago I was making this. I'll just keep going with that. Like this. Let's just. So I'm wanting to learn JavaScript. I'm wanting to make some things. So I'm taking. This is a prompt that I got on chat. I just told ChatGPT that I needed a prompt for an LLM. Um, oops, I put this in the wrong place. So I've set this up. This is using GROQ inference method, which I would check out. It's the fastest. They made some sort of leap in technology with this, and which is like it does things in half of a second, like big things in half of a second. Little things are in like a quarter of a second.
Okay.
And it's all free right now. I'm gonna go with 3.37 billion versatile, and I'm gonna put so, and I'm gonna change the words Python to JavaScript first. Alright guys, I'm gonna do some morning stuff. So see you guys later a little bit.
Excellent.
Hey, see you,
Take
buddy.
care, Frosty.
We'll see you another sleep. Bye. But wait, that was the guy that was upside down?
No, that G-Man was upside down. Frosty's from India.
Oh, G-Man left. Okay. I hope I'm not boring people.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so yeah, I'm not gonna. So you can add agents. Like I could run one locally on here with this. I've got different things. Actually, here, I'm gonna do it without first, and then I'm gonna add it and see how it. So I'm gonna tell it. Teach me how to write in Java. But oh, I need to put TypeScript in here. Let me see something else real quick. So I want to use two. Tula? What is this? Where is it from? Tari. Oh, I would have used Rust actually. Okay. This is supposed to be really cool. It's like Electron, but cooler. Oh, but here's stuff that I've done. Like, if you can think of something you want to fact check, I have it to set up. Like here, here I'm gonna add this in. So I made a fact checking thing that I really like. So here's all these different things that I've looked up. You might find it interesting. The two different things that were the most, um, it broke it was, or no, one of them was when I was asking about the Bible. One of them was some of the stuff I will admit is not perfect, but for a lot of things, it's really cool. I mean, oh yeah, this one. When I was asking about TikTok, TikTok bought by a U.S. company. My friend said it, and I was like, I knew that it wasn't right. I knew it wasn't true, but I was instead of having to look online and find reputable sources, I type in TikTok bought by a U.S. company. I should have said is, but it says after scraping the web, or maybe you can read it.
I cannot.
Was not entirely bought by. No, I can't. I don't have any way to zoom it in. It kind of sucks. Right?
That's okay.
Anyway, basically said no. So that broke it when and look at all this. Like, and this took 16 seconds, and it kind of it broke, which is and the other one that broke it was oh yeah, someone said there was such thing as a tetrabyte, and I was like, oh, unfortunately.
It's Terra
I
and
know,
then
that's what I read.
Peta.
I didn't come. I bring something up in people. This is why I believe I'm gonna be a great therapist. When people have something insecure or something going on, it gets brought up. Anyways, it doesn't matter. This was funny. My friend guessed that GROQ was owned by a Jewish person. Just I guess he was being I don't know whatever. And I was like I asked this like what and his last name is Mintz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it said is Mintz. Would you confirm that that's a Jewish last name?
It may be German.
Maybe because I could have let it on. Here, let's try it. What? Well, anyways, it doesn't. It's not. Oh, there was something. Oh, So I'm gonna set it with a small one for web scraping. I'll just do this instant one. I should have changed my name to. Because I want to see it. OTT power teacher. I deleted it. What the hell? Oh yeah, that's the problem. Now this has whisper built into it, so I could speak to it, and I might do that some. And, I'll switch microphones too. Do you run Linux at all?
Well, I guess technically all my Chromebooks do.
Oh, cool. I don't. I'm not doing any right now. But no, I guess I don't know. I'm not knowing what. I think this Towery thing is pretty cross-platform. So if I do use this, then it will be very. It'll work on everything. So strip request. Next file. Would you be interested in learning stuff together?
Always.
Do you have a PC that would be set up good for doing that?
No, I don't. I utilize
That's
all
fine.
my PCs with robots.
Do you, um, if you're not comfortable saying it on stream, would you DM me what state you live in?
I
And I
live in.
might be able to see if I can get you something.
I'm based in California, but you don't have to do that. I would love
Oh,
to just
cool.
watch alongside you.
Okay, okay. So, did you just flash it? Oh, okay. Oh, I have a friend. Ooh. walking up right here. I'm just looking at general information. I have to see that. this is really cool right here. So because I'm building this tower teacher, I'm gonna just to make sure I get everything. I'm gonna go to the very first, the home page, and I'm gonna put it in this data collector in the built-in scraper. I'm going to put this in the depths. I'm gonna put, I think the deepest is 5. Depth 5. Number of, oh, maximum links. What's the maximum? Oh wow. I'm gonna put it all at a max. I don't know. I don't want to use mine. Holy shit. Wow. I put 1,000 and it let me. To doing that. Do you draw or anything?
I have in the past.
I think I told you about this Zatoichi thing. I don't know why this came up in my head, but I just wanted to share it with you if you're interested. It's this old Japanese movie. It's like the James Bond of Japan.
Right, I remember you saying that.
And there's like 25 of these movies, or more. Um, my dad showed them to me when I was younger, and I just started watching them again. And ooh, I should tell you. He would love to hear that. I named a lizard after this thing. Um, here, I can even send him. Dude, you'll start to understand after a while. Like I have interest in so many fucking things, and the visions of how of so many things to do. It's really silly, honestly. But one of the things that is um, remaking this Zatoichi movies. These remaking these Zatoichi movies, but make them like an anime in English. So redo the voice and the because it's all in Japanese. This story's so good. Would you like to watch it together?
Sure,
Or you?
if you'd like. You said it's all.
Actually, it might be hard, or it might be hard. I have it downloaded, but it might be hard for me to watch because I'm working.
Okay.
Um, I'm trying to think of how it. So, do you use SoulSeek,
I'm not familiar with that.
or if you have like a file transfer application? I have the first two downloaded, and I've just watched the first one. So if you watch the first one, then we would be caught up, and we could watch the second one together. If you like it, let's say, um, dude, they're so good. It's gonna be so fucking cool. Like I'm very much able to vision how things put together. Like think in the past, these like what I the ability I have is kind of like would be called an oracle, but it's not like it's a I mean, it's just as much a magic thing as it isn't. It's like I don't know. I mean, I want to ask you, do you let? Have you ever had a tarot reading?
Uh, no, I haven't. Generally, I stay away from that.
A lot of people do, and it's understandable as hell. But I was like, what the? I was like, this girl was the first girl I ever dated. Um, she was doing it, and I was, even though some magic things came up that seemed very like, whoa, like I was witnessing magic. There was the thought that she did know what I'd been going through because I'd been talking about it. I rolled up to this girl in a video in a voice chat. It was in the mag server actually, and all these people are being those normal people hating,
Sure.
and I was like, holy shit, like, because I've been witnessing other types of magic, and I felt like a fool, even though I was an Ashtangi that was practicing busting my ass doing yoga for like 2 hours a morning for like over a year or two. I I didn't believe in the chakras. I didn't believe in all these things.
Okay.
Because it had gotten kind of bastardized by the Western side of things to me. It just, so I'm into very, Ashtanga is the most ancient yoga practice, and it's pure. It's not taught with these fucking, it's very, it's so old they can't even trace back to it. And same with the Mysore. It's like this. I mean, same with the Vipassana. This is how the Buddha was enlightened. Um, and I'm not a Buddhist. I don't stick with any one thing. Like I eat meat. They don't. Uh, well, my point is, um, I believe that just like being there, being acting in like interactions, like if you have good friendships, you don't need a therapist. If you have people that give a fuck about you around you and are going to talk to you about things, like your introspection is likely going to be your best problem solver for whatever you have going inside. I'm also building AI tools for this purpose as well, for giving people advice when they are needing something, you know, so where they can feel completely not judged. But we take data through practice through, like I have a lot of ideas on how I'll be bringing shit up and like alert, and I want to invite other therapists to bring put their input into one website where we just take all this data, but not just that, but like what works for different people with schizophrenia, what works for different people with these tremors. Like anytime I hear something as an ailment, I write it down and I take as many notes as possible. And if I don't find I'm like a holistic doctor in that way, or I'm an aspiring one. Um, and it's amazing the amount of like things I already have solutions for, but where we're about to go is being able to solve like fucking everything. Just like you were saying, like when you were talking of like the futurism stuff, like I don't just have like a belief, like it's not just a belief in my eyes. It's like I see how we're gonna fucking do it. You know, it's not like, oh, in this many years I think they're gonna do it. It's like, no, right now we're fucking doing it.
Excellent.
Like, cause I have a whole plan. I know I don't know everything, but I know enough to know that we fucking got it.
Cool.
Yeah. Um, but it's just one of those things is this fucking this what is it called? The Zona Ricci thing. I don't know. I really need to fucking be writing too.
Writing's always a good activity.
I'm applying to be product designer of GROK AI stuff.
Very cool.
I'm gonna start streamlining it this year. writing to Elon Musk, or writing to apply for a job with Grok as a product.
How'd you get your background like that?
Isn't
Look
that
at this, isn't this cool?
isn't that baller?
I did this on accident. Like I stumbled across the crazy. Look at that. I did this on accident.
What do you use?
It's just my GPU.
Well, it's really
Yeah,
nice.
and it's just a. Yeah. I'll be humble. I'm a. Here, I'll show you how non-balling I am. Uh, actually, I don't know where I would go. It's fucking a mess, but. And this is something my dad made me. This is like just this fucking. It's a balance board that's sitting on top of this thing, and yeah, I did not mean to do it in this way, but it's funny because everybody calls me Jesus. Like when I was in jail, literally everybody was like these guys were going like this to me. And I didn't say anything. I hadn't really been talking. I'm just the most smiling motherfucker they had seen in maybe their lives, you know. But I mean, while I'm in jail, um, and I like was going around trying to do this. I go around and I'm trying to give therapy. And I didn't even really think about like me being up in the clouds, like being a Jesus thing. It just like I like the tesseract because I have a vision of a tesseract, which is due to DMT being released from the pineal gland. And it was believed by the ancients that this is how uh, this is how we talk to the spirit realm. And all I knew was I had DMT like hallucinations at the time. I was too fascinated with the idea that I don't know if the idea caused the DMT release or if there was something else going on. I didn't really think about it at the time. I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. But I was so excited about the marriage of these technologies that I believe is going to allow the organization to be, or I say the organization, because I don't like saying, I shouldn't say I with it, could be the most powerful thing on the planet. And not just powerful, but like useful, and be the most likely to be something that furthers humanity and saves the most people from their misery. Anyways, enough about my shit. Have you guys heard of stem cell stuff? Like using stem cells?
Absolutely, I talk about it in that podcast.
Oh shit! I should put it on.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch your podcast again right now.
Baller.
Or maybe I could do a recording. Could I do a recording and we could just do you feel like talking right now? Or are you tired?
Um, I mean, I'm not an expert in it, but I just talk about
You
stem
said you're
cell.
not interested in.
No, I mean,
If would you mind if I started recording and well, maybe I should listen to the podcast first.
why don't you do that?
Would you
Listen to the
prefer that?
podcast and then ask any questions you
Okay.
want, and you can record as much as you want.
I okay. Um yeah.
like there's something that would be great to find out about you. I feel like you have a little secret. What's the biggest crime you ever committed? Maybe got away with it.
Smoked weed when I was 18. I'm very like a very
You're a very good
conservative
person,
family.
huh?
Yeah.
You really have.
I mean, I've sucked a couple dicks. Does that count?
Is that true?
That's very true.
Just for fun?
Yeah, essentially. I mean,
Okay.
Wow, this is a radical club. Sucking dick.
How long ago was that?
I was 18, 19.
18, 19. How old are you now?
33.
33. Hell yeah, still gay. Doesn't matter exactly how long it's been.
Did you not like the dicks, or like what happened? Mental health problems. I was really fucking depressed, and it felt pretty fucking.
You said the dicks taste like metal. Great.
Dick. Metal. It's like metal.
Oh, I'm sorry. I heard half of that. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Hear what I want to hear.
Definitely like dick.
Oh, okay. So you said that the reason why you sucked 2 dicks was because you were depressed?
Yeah. Don't you ever do that? Have a cigarette, nigga. Yeah,
I think that's one of the last things people would try if the depression
smoke
was
a
bad.
cigarette, not a dick.
Yeah.
Both.
Every time I'm depressed, I just eat pussy. So I got it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, how about Prozac before Prozac? You know what I mean? There's other ways to treat depression. Ooh, the band likes that one.
That's crazy, man. Y'all niggas out here just sucking all the dick.
I don't know what that. This is a very, very gay episode. Phil Tony.
Yo,
It's a
pimp.
Texas thing, right?
Man, that's sad.
Fuck out of here. Poverty affecting people.
Absolutely, my man.
How excited he is that he'll never have to see any gay shit.
You're welcome.
Remember, I have to send you what I brought for
So
before you can share.
if you were to get very
Okay.
depressed, if something were to happen, right? Like
This is kind of
let's say your buddy
I don't
comes
do-
back and with your car and 1,500 and
I'm
steals
really
all the
pouring my
GameStop
heart
money that
here.
you made. You're super depressed, right? Do you think there's a chance that you could ever try to relieve your depression with
So
something?
this is an
more
answer to the question, what exceptional work have you done? I'm
No.
probably going to get AI to
No,
simplify
but it's a
your
good
story.
question if you answer it honestly without trying to be funny.
No, the answer's definitely no.
Really? Why do you think that is?
Oh, now I'm going
Because
to put
I
the
focus
kicker.
very much on improving my mental health. I meditate every day. I do a bunch of stuff. I take it really seriously.
That's great. I
So
love
when you be smoking them dicks, do you spit the sperm in the ashtray? In the ashtray?
Oh my god. Mike, this was awesome.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know why you go off and on so much, but I think you should stick with this. You should do it a lot. It seems like something that is a good outlet for you and that you enjoy, and that it's a healthy break from being a stiff credit union bank teller.
Fully agreed.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
You sure you haven't done anything naughty? Did you ever do anything was sort of bad that you sort of felt like you got away with, and then you can't believe you got away with it? And maybe not a crime, but maybe at work, maybe this, maybe it's...
When you were a kid, did you smell the toilet seat after your mom took a shit?
There you go. You just thought of something. Nor red banding.
Okay. Well, I didn't do anything illegal, but I got involved in this big legal case that was national news.
Okay, what was that?
I denied a black man cashing a check.
Fuck yeah. This is exactly... I knew there was fucking something. God damn it, I knew there was something. It turns out I had to ask 7 times to find out about the time he was on the, quote, national news.
And fuck you.
Here we go.
Hell no, you ain't sucking my dick. Come on, man, I'm depressed right now. No, you can't suck
Give me
my
your
dick.
penis. Jamar. So, Mike, let's talk about this. What exactly happened with this black man that wanted to cash his check?
He just wanted to get money, and, being white, I can't give it to him.
No, stop trying to be funny. Again, please, for the love of fucking God, stop trying to be funny, people.
Okay,
Answer the question honestly.
Straight.
Exactly what happened.
So, basically, this bank area that I was working at, there was a shed load of counterfeit checks. Like, literally, every week we would be calling the police.
Hell yeah.
So basically, by the way, I was told never to talk about this, so...
This is awesome. I know, Mike. That's what I said. Feels like something you got away with, but maybe you could talk about
So I've never dealt with that before, and they were like, "Oh, this is what you do." So I did everything I was told. I looked at the check. I checked all the stuff out. It looks nothing like anything we've cashed before. So I was like, all right, "Hey," started getting nervous. Called my boss up, said, check it. And long story short, call the police. But the guy leaves because I'm a nervous Nelly, and I gave him the check. I said, just go away. You can't cash it. Sorry. And he ended up, the cop came out. He was like, "Is this the guy? Cool." Arrested him, like pushed him up against, whatever. Man, super embarrassed. Then apparently, like 2 days later, the girlfriend went to the news, the local channel news or whatever, and then we started getting phone calls from out-of-state people asking us all sorts of insane race-based questions and stuff like that. But yeah,
So bad.
Come on. It's just in. White guy turns down black guy for cashing checks. I mean, this is a really national news. This happens every day, right?
I mean,
Jamar, do they ever look at you funny when you go in there?
no, not really.
Really?
Wait, when I go into the bank?
When you go to cash your check?
Nah, man, I don't.
Got his Jewish sweater
Yeah, I be
on.
wearing this Jewish shit. Well, I mean, most time they look at me like, nah, that's his tip.
Okay. Oh, but only when I wear a mask.
Pink seat. Anyway, your nipples showing.
They are. They're very hard right now. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Mike Dragon, everybody. There he goes. On to the next one we go. We're having fun here. This is a fun one. I'm excited. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we do. That's coming up in just a little bit. And don't forget, so is the reappearance, a brand new, never-before-seen minute from Andrew Green with eyebrows coming up right around the corner. For those of you thinking about leaving, I implore you. How about one more hand for this band? John Dees over there, cold-blooded assassin, literally my favorite local musician. My first show that I saw when I moved here to Austin, Texas, Gary Clark Jr.
Lucky.
And if you haven't seen Gary and John Dees play together, you are missing out on something that I don't know. It's going to sound outrageous, but I would compare it to like Roger Waters, David Gilmour, Kanye, Jay-Z, Watch the Throne. Two people that work together perfectly. I recommend the Spin Doctors. There you go. He's from a different time, everybody. Put your hands together for David Flores. David Flores is next. That's funny because Roger Waters and David Gilmour played together for decades before the Spin Doctors. The new running joke, me saying that your references are out of date.
Older.
Here comes David Flores, a steady pace to the stage. Oh, this guy's cool as shit. Put your hands together for David Flores, everybody.
What's up, everybody? I had this appointment with this gyno and a gastroenterologist, and I was there like because I was worried about this hemorrhoid, and it ended up not being anything. Uh, louder.
Talk about that hemorrhoid louder.
Yeah, I went to the gastroenterologist, and I was worried about this hemorrhoid. It ended up being nothing, but I couldn't get this lady to look at my butthole, man. And I was like, "Isn't that what you do? And aren't you the butthole doctor?" And she was like, "Nah, I gotta knock you out, and then I gotta put a camera up your butt." And I was like, "Why do you gotta do all that shit? Like, I just want you to look at it. I want to make sure it's not cancer." And she was like, "No, that's you gotta pay me all this money. I gotta knock you out." And I was like, "I'm scared. I'm gonna say all this shit when I'm knocked out." So I was like, I can do that myself. I put a camera up there and send you the footage, like an MP4 or whatever. Edit that shit with it.
Jesus. Okay, David. My goodness gracious. Absolutely. Fist bump from Jamar. Welcome, David. This is what happens when you let Red Band ghostwrite your set before you get up there.
Dude, you didn't do it right.
Yo, Red put the stutters in there and everything.
Red Band, for those of you that have been longtime fans of the show, There's another one there from Roseanne.
Yeah, I just started late, man. I was almost done, but
No, it's all good. I'm sure there was a big fucking finish coming there. Big fucking dismount where you showed the hemorrhoid or something like that. Welcome to the show, David. Is this your first time doing stand-up?
first time, yeah.
Hell yeah, make some noise for David Flores. All you people out there, you like to judge. You like to think, I can do better than that. I can do this. I know I can. And then all of a sudden, there you are, not giving a man credit for having the balls to come up here. You have the balls to come up here.
I've
And
been
you have
trying to do this since 2019, since before COVID. I met you at the San Antonio one.
Okay, everyone in San Antonio looks exactly like you, so
Yeah.
I don't remember that exactly. A lot of David Flores is down there in San Antonio.
No, everyone's from here.
No, okay, yeah. Welcome, David.
He should do his set with his eyebrows shaved.
Oh, interesting point. Weinstein, what do you think about this guy?
I think if you're gonna come up here and talk about hemorrhoids, at least fake confident. You know what I mean? Because talking about a hemorrhoid is already vulnerable as fuck. So if you're nervous, it's like, should we be nervous that you're talking about your butthole? But if you come out and you're talking about your butthole confidently, then we can all get behind
It's
that.
really true. It's a really, really smart point that she just made. Is you're talking about a vulnerable thing and you're talking about it sort of scared. But of course, it's your first time. But
Yeah.
that
I
being
just want to
said,
know what I was gonna say.
hell yeah.
And also, have you ever actually put a camera in a woman's asshole? Must see TV. Must see TV. It's great.
There you go.
So,
So David, let's talk about it. You just started your career in stand-up comedy, whether you want it or not. How old are you?
32.
32 years old. What have you been doing up until this point? You work at a discount tire?
No, I'm barely graduated school.
Barely graduated school, so you're a dog groomer.
No.
No?
Uh,
No?
just been I did a lot of bail bond work early when I was
Okay.
younger. I've been going to school on and off, I guess.
Okay. School on and off, you guess. What have you been studying?
I'm in film school. I'm about to graduate this March.
Oh, sweet. Fuck yeah, man. I like your style. You ever been in prison?
No.
No? You just have prison energies all the time. You just naturally have that.
I'm from the border. I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Oh shit, you got Michael Gonzalez on drums. Excited. That's what. If you say you're from the border, that's the only way to get his vote.
Oh shit.
Look at that. How close to the border are we talking?
Laredo, Texas.
Hey, what's that thing called where the guy gets excited? What's that called? Grito. Do you have a good grito? Come on, let it rip for us. You were quiet during your. How many of you want to hear this guy's grito? Grito. The crowd goes wild. Look at it. White people love that sound. We love the sound of a Mexican guy sort of crying. Do you have a Mexican whistle? Do you have a good Mexican whistle?
Nah, I can't.
No one's ever had a good Mexican whistle on the show. One day, maybe. Maybe episode 500. Maybe that'll be the one. I love it. So, David, your school off and on. You're close to becoming a film major. You could be the next Robert Rodriguez right here in front of us. What do you like to do for fun? What are some things that a guy like David Flores does to let off some steam?
I don't know.
Paintball.
I make cocaine.
That's a good guess.
I play.
dog grooming.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I work a lot. I don't really do stuff.
What exactly are you
I've been dating some nasty ass girls, man, since this whole pandemic started. But these Austin streets are mean, man. Like if you're not like 6 foot tall or something, you're not like slinging huge dick. Like girls don't give a fuck about you, man. But if you gave me a chance, then I'd show you, that I've only had 4 girlfriends in my life, and for a reason, because like they didn't want to leave me. But if I'd rather have it the opposite way, if I was like a little bit taller, but with like a shorter dick, then I'd at least like get more girls.
You wrote that.
And then they would leave. Right? Was that the joke? They wouldn't like me. So
I ain't bagging on my. Oh, you wrote that.
That is so funny. I don't think you know why or where or what was funny about that, but that was funny. I think the parts that you don't think were funny, and the parts that you think were supposed to be funny weren't funny.
I think I didn't say it funny.
No, it was how naturally you admitted to only dating nasty girls was one of the highlights of the night for me.
What does that mean, nasty girls? Like dandruff? Or are they slutty? Are they saying
Great
dirty
question.
shit? Oily hair, greasy face, smells bad? Or like just a
I feel
slut?
Great question.
like Cheech from Dusk Till Dawn, where he's like nasty pussy, sweaty pussy, hairy pussy. It's like
You end up with that? Where are you meeting these girls, David?
no, just like
Nasty pussy, sweaty pussy, hairy pussy. That's all I heard.
I don't listen.
That might not be sweat. You might be attracting them. You know that. That might be coming from the innards.
Get the
I
innards.
don't know.
That's so sexy when you call it the innards.
Sounds lumpy.
So, where are you meeting these girls, David?
I got blocked on Tinder, so
You got blocked by the whole app?
You mean
yeah.
banned?
You got banned?
Hey, some girls just go in there to talk shit and like start fights with you. Like some girls, like
What do you mean?
you're at least 40.
You you just naturally have girls that just start arguments with you on Tinder?
At least 2.
Yeah.
And what did they say? What did these 2 women say to you? I have to know how you got banned
I
on
hear not to
Tinder.
get this hairy.
Well, I don't know why they banned it, but I ended up.
No, I'll tell you why if you tell me what happened on Tinder. I'll tell you why you got banned. I promise. If you tell me the truth.
Let's read your
about
messages.
Do you still have the app? Do you have the messages?
No, I don't have the app. I'm even paying for the shit still.
You're still paying for it?
Oh, he got the gold. You got the gold. Oh yeah, they gold.
You paid for the highest membership, and women are just like, you ain't 6 foot, you ain't shit.
So okay. So remember when you killed Trayvon Martin? Take me back. Take me back to that day.
Here's Jamar's lesson provides audience member.
You leave my UCB experience alone.
Oh my goodness.
Did you get that chain from a claw machine?
That's a good question. It is a claw machine-esque chain.
No, man, I usually wear it inside, but like, I'm just trying to fit in.
That thing is thin as shit.
I got it at a pawn shop actually.
That's even more dangerous than a claw machine, and we love to hear it. You should have
That's
opened with
actually-
that, dude.
It's actually the best place to get gold and shit because they charge the less.
So David, you got banned off Tinder. So like, when's the last time you had sex?
Oh, like no, I'm saying like the Fairmont.
Oh no, a pipe busted in your apartment.
Everything.
Oh no, a pipe busted in your apartment.
Everything.
Cellmates with Ricky Martin. What you fuck?
How could you not?
Really, boy? Oh, well, if you live here in Austin, why'd you drive 4 hours?
And circle.
Yeah. I'm really nervous. Driving helps me. I'm just gonna take the